Hi, this is Debbie from Organic Oasis in California, Zone 9B. Today, we're going to be making sauerkraut potato salad, and we're using the sauerkraut. I'm using the sauerkraut that I just made. I posted a video to it, and you can find that on our channel under the most recent video. We only had 2 cabbage heads in our small suburban backyard, and it was able to make a quart jar of sauerkraut. So today I'm going to go ahead and make this potato salad using 1 cup of the sauerkraut and a pound and a half of potatoes. I have potatoes growing outside, but they're not ready to harvest yet, probably in maybe 2 or 3 weeks. But I just bought the organics baby red potatoes, and this is a little over a pound and a half, but this will be great. I'll use all of them. I took the potatoes, I just washed them, rinsed them, and now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to be cooking my potatoes in my Ninja Foodie here, Tender Crisp. I'm going to pressure cook the potatoes. I'm not peeling them or anything. I'm just putting the baby potatoes in like this. I will pressure cook for 5 minutes, and then we'll whip up this potato salad. If you don't want to pressure cook them, you can just boil water and put the potatoes in. You can cut the potatoes in half. They would cook quicker, and you can boil them for about 10 minutes, and it should soften them enough to make the potato salad. So you have a choice there, but let's get cooking. Here is a pressure cooker, and I have this little steam basket. I'm going to pour in just 1 cup of water. I'm going to pour in my potatoes. And in this particular pressure cooker, it's also an air fryer. So the air fryer lid is here on the top. My pressure cooker lid goes on like this. So the potatoes are in the pressure cooker. I go ahead and press pressure cook on high. Time, we want 5 minutes. Press start. And that's it. And in 5 minutes, I will come right back. The potatoes are out of the pressure cooker, and I'm going to go ahead and cut them now. I let them cool off a little bit. Let me make sure you can see this. So I'm just going to slice them in half, and I think I'll go ahead and cut them in quarters. I have the cooked and cut potatoes. Now I'm going to add a tablespoon of mustard. I'm just using the organic Dijon mustard. You could use any type of mustard that you like. Two ounces of brine from your sauerkraut. I just took 1.5. I took a shot glass. I actually am running out of the brine. I've been drinking it, tomato Tim and I. So I'm just using 1.5 ounce, not 2. I'm going to pour it in here. 1 cup of the sauerkraut. There's lots of brine in the sauerkraut too, so that should add more brine. And it calls for 1/3 cup of extra virgin olive oil. I'm not going to use all of it right off the bat. I don't like oily things. I'm going to go ahead and just I'm going to put in just, let's see, this would be 1/3 cup if I fill it up to the top. I'm only going to start off with this much. It's maybe 1/4 cup. No, this is 1/3 cup. So basically, let me see. Let's do a correct measurement here. I have a large tablespoon. There we go. So I'm putting in 1 large tablespoon of olive oil. I don't like oily things. I'm sure that the oil is here to kind of help all of this stick together. So let's just see if we can do this without adding more oil. If you love olive oil and you like the health benefits of it, go ahead and add the 1/3 cup. But I am going to just try to get away with as little as possible. Okay, so this is looking good to me. I don't think I need to add any more olive oil. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to taste it. I just tasted this. and I couldn't wait. I tasted this, and my first taste, it was sort of bland. And the fermentation flavors that we all come to expect from sauerkraut, kind of that real sour with the saltiness, just wasn't there. It kind of got drowned out with the potatoes and the olive oil and the mustard. And I just felt like it needed a little salt. So I took my fingers in my salt container here, and I didn't measure it, but I just took a pinch in my fingers and I sprinkled it all over, probably a half a teaspoon, and stirred it in and retasted it, and it was awesome. So I strongly recommend, I will be posting this recipe, but I strongly recommend that the recipe does not add or include salt, but go ahead and make it like the recipe says, but then taste it. And if you're disappointed, do what I did and add just a little sprinkling of salt. The salt seemed to really make those fermentation flavors pop. So all of a sudden I got that real fermentation, sour, tart saltiness back again. And I don't understand why that happened, but that's my experience. It just needed a little bit of salt. This is delicious. And I just posted a video on making sauerkraut from our homegrown cabbage. If you are interested in these type of videos and you live in suburbia and you want to grow some cabbage in your backyard, I only had two bags with cabbage in them. I only got 2 heads of cabbage, but I was able to make an entire quart of sauerkraut. And now I'm making food out of the sauerkraut, and it'll make several meals. And we've been eating it now for several days, and it's really exciting. So this potato salad is fantastic. So far, Tomato Tim and I have had pastrami sandwiches with the sauerkraut. We've been eating the sauerkraut, and our friends have been getting to sample the sauerkraut. And so we've just been taking spoonfuls of it. And now tonight, I made this potato salad, sauerkraut potato salad, and we're going to have it with some grilled organic sausage, nitrate free. And it should be a delicious dinner, a simple dinner, a healthy. This potato salad is super healthy with all the brine and sauerkraut, with all the prebiotics and probiotics and vitamins in it. So I'm super excited. And if you enjoy these type of videos and you also want to grow cabbage and you want to cook with your cabbage and you want to ferment your cabbage, and please subscribe to our video and follow our channel. Thank you so much for your support, and have a great growing season.